It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Jaguars under the lights on Sunday night.
Tropical moisture in the air tonight. We're in for a wet and rainy one under the lights here at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it, that feeling of beginning. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Here's Richie James on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence under pressure. They got him again. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Another carry for Pierce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Now Wilson on second down. Slant to Adams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Taking it about the 36. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a throw, they're going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the delay, here's Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a second and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, Lawrence. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6-0 our score after one.
Raiders nothing.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with second down and less than a yard. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Now Lawrence.
Got a man, that's Richie James. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
It's just called, as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they go right back to Hunt.
That stop made by Jack Campbell.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away. Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Look at the big fella go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Foster Moreau, 48 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's going to go down here. A sack and push him back to the 34. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Here's Wilson. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a one-point game. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes him manageable now.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Foster Moreau. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead.
Now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Nothing like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
11.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Lawrence. That is caught.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. David Njoku. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for him.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by London. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And the Raider first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Khalil Mack now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That's out quickly to London.
Wilson's pass complete to number 5, Drake London. A gain of 6 yards.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Takes it to about the 37.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. There's some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 74 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On play action, Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe.
We'll try going up the middle. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Jack Campbell with a pick. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He's determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Flushed out right.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
Now first and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Kareem Hunt
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and throw for it.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raiders offense ready to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
There's Wilson.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Here's James returning.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down 21-18, a minute 39 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
Completes to Njoku. On the move past the 40.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Hunt is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Hey, go, go. Go, go.
The quick slant caught.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have.